Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So in this one, I'm going to be going over something that kind of really popped up at me when I was looking at the characters available in TW that we are still waiting for. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's worrying, but it's kind of made me realise something about just how ridiculously fast-paced this game has been so far. So before I delve into what I need to delve into, I'm just very quickly with you guys on the line, so to speak, we're just going to work out exactly how many characters we've had on Global to date, right? So on Global to date, we have had, we'll ignore Monster Hunter Ken, right? So we're not going to count Monster Hunter Ken. We've had 3 standard units, so we've had Mummy Dalsum, we've had Summer Yang, and we've had Street Poison. So 3 standard. Okay, we've had Fashion, Trendy Cammy, Athletic Chun-Li. We've had Vega, Akuma, Evil Ryu, that's 5. We've had Flame Chun-Li. Try and just think of releases, so I'm not going to include like Fashion Sakura in this. We've had Ibuki, Sagat. Is that 7? Have I missed anyone out? I feel like I've not missed anyone out. Have I missed anyone out? Maybe I have. I don't think I've missed anyone out. I'm going to say 8 non-standard. I'm ignoring collabs here. 8 non-standard. Right, so 8 non-standard. We've had 3 standard and 8 non-standard. Just trying to think if I've missed anyone out. Just let me really quickly look at this list. Yep, that's fine. I said Vega. Got you guys. Got all you guys. Got all you guys. Got everyone from there. Mentioned everyone from there. Yep, right. So, I don't think I've missed anyone out, right? So we've had, in total, 11 characters released. We're about to get one more, right, but we'll ignore that for now. So the game is 5 months old. So 5 months old. Right, and in that time we've also had 4 collab characters: Monster Hunter Ken, Dante, Nero, and Virgil. So with 4 collab characters, 4 collab. So in total we have had 15 characters released in 5 months. So 15 characters released in 5 months. 15 in 5 months. So what's that? Average blah 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 calculator. Calculator. So 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. So we've released on average 3 characters a month, right? So 3 characters a month. 3 units a month. Right, so there's our baseline. Now, I believe that if we had not had those collabs, we would probably have had a standard character filling in their spot, right? So I feel like 3 characters a month is their baseline that they want to kind of run with, right? So assuming that they continue on that pace for the rest of the year, we've got, what, 7 months left? So easy math, somebody's probably done it in their head already. 3. So if they continue at the current pace, you would expect 21 more units to release throughout the rest of the year, right? This is where my sort of alarm bells is the wrong word, right? But my sort of curiosity was starting to wonder, right? So let's go through this, right? Characters that have not yet released. We've got Gokin, we've got Pharaoh Sagat, we've got DiCapri, we've got Seth, we've got Balrog, we have got Witch Jury, we have got Fancy Looking Balrog, so that's us up to 7. We've got El Fuerte, that takes us up to 8. We've got Water Chun-Li, takes us up to 9. We have got Military Able, so that takes us up to 10. Sunny Yang, 11. Or Sunny Yun, that's 11. The 2 Yakuza characters, so that takes us up to 13. We've then got Vega and Kami, 14. We've got, is it Yakuza Honda, 15. The Adon and Dan, 17. And then we've got, there's Fashion Ryu, who's not there. Fashion Ken, that's 19. Fashion Dalsim, that's 20. Basically, what I'm getting at is looking at the amount of units that are in the game. Now, there is some units that are not here, right, that you cannot see right now, but there's not many. There's not many. If they continue at the current pace, they're going to have released the entire roster within a year. What? I mean, I know that there's talk of more collabs and stuff, right? But the way that these games work is they kind of, how do I put this? They feed off the parent version, right? Now the parent version is the Chinese version, and then obviously you've got the Taiwanese version, then you've got our version, so it's like a trickle down, right? But the Chinese version doesn't release units at a rapid pace. There's not a lot of stuff on China that isn't already on TW. So if we're going to cap out on the units, what are we going to get after a year? I really don't know what the play is here, because I've been told that, like, bare minimum this game's got 2 years, right? Bare minimum, absolute bare minimum, right? But at the pace that they're going at, they're either going to hit saturation point on the content and then go from loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff for the first year to trickling next to nothing out for the second year, or they're expecting an explosion of characters that so far isn't forthcoming. I mean, from this list off the top of my head that you can't see, but even though I included them, if we take the Fashion Bison, that will be 21, right? I mean, you've got Oni, you've got Santa Rufus, but I can't really think of anyone else. I mean, the Chinese game's got like gods and stuff, but we won't get them. So it's like, what are we going to get? Are they going to slow down before the end of the year? Or are they going to continue at this pace and then we're going to run out of units? I mean, don't get me wrong, I did think that we were going really fast and we'd end up having all the units before the end of the year. Which, to be honest, I was being half flippant about, but now looking at it, and looking at the pace and looking at what we've done, it really does look like that. It really, really does. And I also don't know how they're going to fill out the roster for, like, factional units and stuff, because if we go here, right, now obviously we know the game likes to change things. The game totally likes to change things. I do not want to make any predictions that are cussing things, right, but do they leave her as water after making the flame one a legend? I mean, if they were going to make either of them legends, I think we would have rather they made the water one a legend and left the flame one a factional unit, because water's got plenty of stuff, or wind, sorry, has got plenty of stuff. Fire doesn't, so if you were going to make any of the two units a legend, I think most people would have rather this one get made a legend and not the flame one. Are you going to take units like Yakuza Ken, leave them as a factional unit? Because based on the track record of the game so far, I don't think they would. I mean, I hope they do, right? But I don't think they would, just based on what we've seen from them so far. He seems totally like the type of unit they would just make into a legend, make his kit more broken. You've got units like Vega and Kami. I mean, again, it doesn't really line up with what they've done so far to leave this unit being a flame unit. They usually change units like this because they can see the appeal in trying to sell them. But if they change anyone else, and make them into like a master, there's nothing really here to fill in those slots. They can't really take someone who was a legend and make them into a factional unit. So I don't really see where they're going to go with this one. And this isn't to worry people about running out of content or anything. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm slightly worried about it myself, having looked at this. We're going very fast. There's only so much content available. Are they going to spend loads of money making new characters just for global? I really hope that after a year we don't just go into that cycle of trickle content and getting one unit maybe every month or two because they've rushed all the content out early on. But there's not a lot left. I mean, there is, like, there's 21 units at least, right? But at the rate of 3 a month that we've been going, there's not a lot of units left. By the 1 year anniversary, we'll have all the current units in the game. And even if the game from now until then continues to release 1 unit a month in the other versions, it's not going to leave a lot beyond that for units to continue coming out. So I'm wondering if they're going to slow down. I mean, I think as players, most of you would welcome them slowing down. 100% would welcome them slowing down. But I just didn't realise that we had gone through the content so fast, and you've got to wonder why they've done that. I know if I open this up as a question to you guys and say to you guys, why do you think you've done that? I already know what you're going to say. And you're going to say it's because they're trying to put out as much content as possible before shutting down the game. I know that, right? I know that's what you're going to say. But I'm going to ask you anyway. Drop your comments down below. 1, did you realise there was actually as few units left to still come? And again, you need to view that in the whole perception of how quickly we're getting units. Did you realise that we were going through them so quickly and how many were actually left? Why do you think they're going so fast? And what do you think comes next when we hit the unit point? Do you think TW in China are about to see an explosion of new units coming out? Do you think we'll get loads of exclusive units coming to global? Or, I hope not, do you think they will continue to try and constantly sign collab deals to fill out the roster with collab units, whether that be collabs from other Street Fighter games or extended family, like things like Darkstalkers and stuff, which I personally would welcome, turn it into a bit more of a Marvel Versus type gacha, or Attack on Titan and stuff like that. I hope not, but who knows. What do you think they're going to do? Drop it in the comments down below. Has this caught you by surprise, or did you already know this? Anyway, I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.